Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Stellar Lumens XLM. In the last 24 hours alone, a 10.67% increase, a massive increase in the last week as well, going about 25%, as well in the last month, only about 20%. So the last week and 24 hours alone have really carried Stellar Lumens to this new price point of 77 cents. I do think there's a lot of a push left coming, and I do want to talk about that here in a little bit. I want to talk about all of the things Stellar Lumens has been talking about recently on Twitter, as well as most recent articles about Stellar Lumens. So there's going to be a lot of information for you guys to really grab a hold of today. I do want to say, guys, if you aren't subscribed already, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications on and like the video, as we do Stellar Lumens updates pretty much every other day. We take a look at the market cap right now at almost that $18 billion market cap, which is a pretty solid market cap with the $5.4 billion volume in the last 24 hours as well. If we take a look at the about for Stellar Lumens, they just call Stellar Lumens cryptocurrency the Stellar Lumen XLM, powers the Stellar payment network. Stellar aims to connect banks, payment systems, and individuals quickly and reliably. So obviously a lot of potential behind Stellar Lumens. We've talked about this before on the channel. I do want to jump straight into some of the most recent tweets and stuff, talk a little bit about what Stellar Lumens is on the website, and then we'll jump back and do price predictions for May, June, and 2021. So without further ado, let's jump into the first one. Stellar XLM, powering Visa is bigger news than you think, 70 million users. So a lot of people don't really understand that this is actually going to be a big deal. Obviously, a lot of people, we've heard about this. We've heard about the Visa powering, Stellar, or I guess Stellar powering Visa. And this partnership is going to be huge for Stellar XLM. A lot of people didn't really believe in that. And I will say that is partially why we're seeing such great increases in the last 24 hours week, and obviously somewhat of the month as well. Obviously coming from, a 39 cents April 22nd, or even, 30-ish, I think it was, let's see if there's any other time. It looks like 39 cents, probably April 22nd was our lowest recent price. And I think that's going to be, exactly what we're seeing here is basically a 2x on Stellar Lumens since, that April 22nd price point. We're continuing to see Stellar do very, very well. If we take a look at the next tweet in line, we have Stellar XLM is it is the fabric of the future of currency. I encourage you to familiarize yourself with the tech, their long-term goals, their partners such as Visa and Samsung. There's reasons you don't see or hear much about useful cryptos as you do meme coins. Think about it. So basically, making sure you want to jump into this kind of stuff and take advantage of it before the price starts rising in value and you're still stuck in the meme coins that are maybe losing you money or even gaining you a little bit money. But obviously, meme coins, it usually works this way: you win one, you lose about 50, and you're back to zero. So that's if you're lucky, and obviously there's people that lose about 50 and then they literally have only lost money this entire time. But Stellar XLM is a great coin. It has a great utility case behind it. It has great use cases as well, obviously, and we're going to jump into that a little bit here in a second. So obviously, stably launches stablecoin on-off ramps on the Stellar network. If you guys didn't know about this, integration supports USDC and USDS deposits and withdrawals from, for Stellar-based wallets and anchors. So this is a big deal, obviously, another great partnership that we talked about in the past as well. If we jump into one of the articles, this is going to be on Cointelegraph. Contrary to popular belief, innovators in blockchain and regulators share the same values, but they must work together to achieve them, argues Stellar's org's General Counsel Candace Kelly. So if you want to jump into this, I won't read much on this. We just got a brief overview there. But emerging technology such as blockchain can change the world for the better, but regulation and innovation must work in tandem. So we're going to see what really takes place. Obviously, regulators and regulations coming to crypto. We see it every day, talk about it, and I think it's definitely coming. We'll see what happens with it. I do think this bull run is going to be a little bit different because of regulations coming as well, but it'll be interesting to really see, what takes place. Jumping into the website, I do want to take a quick look around because a lot of you guys know what Stellar Lumens has been doing recently, but you may not even know what the actual Stellar Lumens XLM coin is really used for and why it's so important to so many different people. So Stellar is an open network for storing and moving money. If you go down a little bit more, you can see how they talk about how it's borderless, limitless, powerful. So Stellar makes it possible to create, send, and trade digital representations of all forms of money, includes dollars, pesos, Bitcoin, pretty much anything. It's designed so that all the world's financial systems can work together on a single network. Stellar makes money better, and it really does. It talks about the global payment apps, so leverage the many currency-backed tokens already on the Stellar network. You can also talk about the asset exchanges, so use Stellar's built-in decentralized exchange for crypto, forex, or securities. Users can swap between tokens using simple functions built into the protocol. You also have the micropayment services, power payments of any size with Stellar's low flat fees and fast transactions. So there's a lot of really utility behind, like I said, Stellar itself. They're always trying to make Stellar really really support and help a lot of different companies. And we can see that here. See, we have built on Stellar. Large enterprise companies and companies as small as single dev startups have chosen Stellar to move money and access new markets. Can't talk today, but we are going to jump into see all projects. There are a lot of projects. We've looked at this before. 6 pages, obviously, 3 times 4, you can do the math there. Just a lot of projects on the ecosystem altogether. Stellar Lumens continues to grow every single day. We see more and more projects taking advantage of the Stellar Lumens network. And I can't stress this enough. These are big companies, big, I guess, projects taking advantage of Stellar Lumens. So I do suspect that we will continue to see more and more projects take advantage. I just think it's the idea of, the ease and the capabilities that this development system it has altogether. I think building on Stellar is definitely something a lot of people are looking into, as well as, I think Stellar Lumens, the price point itself is going to continue to rise. Let's jump back to the price now. 77 cents, 5.65% increase in the last 24 hours alone. I do think we're going to continue to see some increases take place. I do want to talk about price predictions for May, June, and 2021, but before I do so, I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research before investing, as this is not financial advice. So we do see 77 cents right now, 5.65% increase in the last 24 hours. By the end of May, where do we suspect, Stellar Lumens may end up? I want to say, guys, I am a very, very conservative price predictor. I always try to be realistic and reasonable with you guys. Try to stay away from those people that are always saying 100 or 1000x. And because of that, I do think Stellar Lumens is going to have a great, next couple days, weeks ahead. But specifically, I think by the end of May, I think we see $1 on Stellar Lumens. A lot of people very excited about that. We actually saw, 79-cent Stellar Lumens there, and I think we could easily see it push to $1 by the end of May, and I think that's definitely a goal or a price target that we should all keep in mind. It's possible that we go a little under or a little above, but $1 is that price target for the end of May. Going into the end of June, I think $1.25 to $1.75 is definitely going to be within range of where Stellar Lumens goes. Obviously, after a large increase, sometimes we have some corrections. We saw it actually increase all the way up to $73.59, and then it decreased all the way down to $59.46. So that's definitely something we could see after we reach that $1 amount. Because of that, I don't think we're going to make it much higher than about $1.75 by the end of June. Going into the end of 2021, I think Stellar Lumens is going to continue to see some good increases, really making its way around $3 to $5 by the end of the year. I think that's definitely a price prediction that is reasonable enough, and I think it's it's a target that's, like I said, could definitely happen. And I think that's something that we want to keep in mind here. We want to look for those conservative price predictions that really make sense. And obviously, with TA and some of the news coming, it does take both. A lot of people just look at TA. A lot of people just look at news. You can't just base off the news or just TA to see, price predictions for these coins. You have to do both. And that's exactly what I kind of went into and looked into when giving you guys these price predictions. So we'll see if they actually end up being fairly accurate or not. Stellar Lumens obviously going very, very well in the last 24 hours and a week. So we'll continue to keep an eye on it. If you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.